Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Call of Duty Warzone, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the FN Scar 17 assault rifle. So this is obviously one of the more popular assault rifles in the game, and I think I put together a class setup that a lot of you will be able to do really well with if you enjoy using this weapon. What you're seeing right now is some gameplay with this weapon against some veteran bots in multiplayer, but keep in mind that this is not a multiplayer class setup. This build is specifically made for Warzone, so if you're looking for a multiplayer class setup, I have a video for that on the channel, so make sure to check those out. But if you guys take a look at the stats that we're going to get with this specific class setup, you guys will see that we get a massive boost to accuracy and range, which are obviously the more important stats here in Warzone. We also get a nice little boost to control, which is nice to have. We end up losing a decent amount of mobility, which isn't that big of a deal because we're not really playing extremely aggressive. And obviously the main focus is to have that accuracy and range down. So a pretty good class setup. Hopefully you guys will enjoy using. So if you guys take a look at the attachments, the muzzle that we're going to be using is the monolithic suppressor, one of the more popular attachments here in Warzone, giving us sound suppression as well as damage range and a small boost to accuracy and range. So again, the monolithic suppressor muzzle. The barrel that we're using is the Forge Tac 20 pounds. So with this, we're getting damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control, and this is going to be the attachment that really gives us that massive boost to accuracy, range, and control. So again, the Forge Tac 20 pound. We're not going to be using a laser, pretty much pointless here in Warzone for an AR. We're also not going to be using an optic, so this is an interesting choice. I know a lot of people like using optics on the ARs, and I think the Scar is one of the very few ARs that I would recommend not having an optic on. I think the iron sights on this thing are very, very good, and because of that, we can use that attachment somewhere else that'll benefit us a little bit more than we would running an optic. So we're going to leave that off for now. We're also not going to be using a stock. The Commando foregrip is the underbarrel that we're going to be using. This is going to give us recoil stabilization as well as aiming stability. And to be honest, the only important thing here is the recoil stabilization, since there isn't any idle sway on the AR. So we'll get a nice little boost to accuracy, range, and control here. So again, the Commando foregrip underbarrel. The ammunition that we're running is the 30-round mag. Now, this is extremely important. Like I say in all these videos, running the higher round mags is always the best way to go, but specifically with this Scar, the ammo is very, very low, and you find yourself having to reload a ton, so we want to make sure that we're running that 30-round mag to give us the best possible chance of taking out that enemy. So the 30-round mag ammunition. And last but not least, a rear grip that we're using is stippled grip tape. So we're using this to help improve our mobility just a little bit, giving us better aim down sight speed as well as sprint to fire speed. Now, if you are 100% against not using an optic and you want to have an optic on there, maybe you want to run a mini reflex, you can exchange the rear grip stippled grip tape and throw the optic on there. But personally, in my opinion, I enjoy the iron sights with this Scar and would much rather have that stippled grip tape on there. But again, that's just your personal preference, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. But I'll give you guys one last look at all the stats and attachments for this class setup. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add about this specific Warzone Scar class setup, please make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure and try to help some of you guys out. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see all you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?